Yeah.
All right, let us go to the phones because that is where Dakarai Allen is standing by. He is, I think, the story of the San Diego State basketball team through only a few games, but he's got a very interesting the way this kid has burst onto the scene now. Second leading scorer on the team, averaging almost 12 points per game. Here is Aztecs' Dakarai Allen on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Hey, Dakarai.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing really good. Yourself?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. Just excited for tomorrow.
My man, let me ask you a question. What is your Twitter handle?
What did you just say? What are you doing?
Just say?
No,
What was that?
Because I was having a hard time finding Dakarai on Twitter, and then I found this, @illest_legend. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me, man. I made that up in middle school, and I just stuck with it.
No, but I'm
Oh.
not talking about that. You're my man. Let me ask you. What are you doing?
Dude, this is the way the young
He's
people
speaking
talk, man. This is
jive?
the
What are
way
you
No,
the
doing?
he's
young
right,
people-
Linda. He's right.
Hey, when you're a
Dakarai!
45-year-old white guy, you got to learn how to talk to young people.
Yep.
Dakarai thinks it's ridiculous.
Well, sorry, Dakarai.
It's all good. Man.
Yeah.
He's all right with it.
So wait a second. Hold on. Let me rephrase the question.
Okay.
Dog, you are
Oh,
you're at @illest_legend,
yep, that's me.
and you said you made up that Twitter handle in middle school?
Yep. It was my version of Fresh Prince. You know, I just try to be Will Smith growing up. So it came from Fresh Prince, Legend. It was a simple connection.
All right. Well, again, I was having a hard time finding you on Twitter, and you are @illest_legend. Okay, very good. Dakarai,
Yeah, that's me. Thanks for the shout out.
yeah, you got it. There are so many great names on this San Diego State basketball team. Zylan, Malik, Skyler, Trey, D'Errol. But Dakarai, what's the origin of the name Dakarai?
It's actually Swahili for happiness. You know, my dad said when I was born, I brought him happiness, and there's the card.
super sweet.
Wow.
That's
Cool.
super sweet.
The thing is
I
that
didn't mean to get all sentimental on you guys.
But you did. But you did.
I'm so excited, though, with the way you're playing. I'm telling you right now, not to put any pressure on you, dude, but I honestly think that with Winston Shepard and Skyler and seniors and Angelo and you know the young kid running the point, I honestly think you are the X factor player on this team. What is the difference between Dakarai Allen, the junior right now, and the guy we've seen as a role player the last 2 years?
The difference is, you know, just confidence. You know, going out there, realizing that I've been playing this game my whole life, and you know, I know what to do while I'm out there. I just stopped thinking, you know, and I just started playing.
And the first 2 years, is it learning the system? Is it learning
No,
new
he
teammates?
said it was him thinking that was getting in his way.
Well, right. I'm wondering. I mean,
Yeah.
are you thinking about all this stuff, and now you feel confident and comfortable with everybody in your surroundings? What do you make of that?
My first 2 years, you know, I think I was creating the pressure on myself. The coaches, you know, they give you confidence and to go out there and, you know, they give us freedom within framework. That's one of our, you know, words of the day. And now I'm actually doing that when I step out there. They're giving me freedom, and I'm just trying to make plays.
What I like about when you say confidence is sort of the big difference. You played so well in those first couple of games that you went out there the other night against San Diego Christian thinking, I'm scoring now. And really, you didn't have a great night. I mean, compared to the other two games prior to.
Yeah.
Yet, I could see what I think is your confidence. Like, I'm still going to shoot. I'm still going to go to the hoop. I'm going to play my game, even if I'm a little bit cold right now.
Yeah. After my, you know, exhibition game, I had the same type of game, and I went to the office, watched tape with the coaches, and, you know, I was like, I missed 3 in a row. I didn't want to shoot it again. And it was like, okay, well, then miss 4. You know, that's the type of coaching staff we have. They always will give you confidence if you prove yourself, you know, during practice.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that seems like a player would really love hearing that kind of advice from the coach, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, you had this very decorated high school career. Where is Elk Grove, California?
It's in the southern part of Sacramento. You know, yeah, it's the south of Sacramento.
And you at a high school, tell me if this is accurate, you had a chance to go to UCLA, Arizona, LSU. I mean, you kind of had your choice, right?
Yeah, I had a good recruitment.
And what made you decide on San Diego State?
Really, the city, the people, and our coaching staff. You only get to, play for a legend. So I mean, it wasn't really that hard of a decision. And especially, I always wanted to play with Xavier, and I seen my opportunity to do that. That was another X factor.
Yeah, X Thames is kind of the king of Sacramento, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. So over the last 2 years, was there ever a time when you're kind of playing sparingly and you're not scoring a lot? Was there ever a time where you thought, man, this may have not been the right choice?
No, I never thought that. I really just thought it was on me to change my situation and the situation I was in. I was going out there overthinking, not making plays, not being aggressive, having people not guard me on the offensive end, and it was really up to me to change that.
Well, I love what's going on because I think most of us came into this season and we were like, this is going to be exciting. We're going to see Malik Pope explode, and we're going to see Zylan Cheatham play above the rim, and Skylar's a senior, and what a great shot blocker, and this freshman point guard. I mean, I don't know that Dakarai Allen was on everybody's radar coming into this season, but in 2 games, you've completely flipped this whole thing to the point where I've been trying to convince Coach Fisher, you need to be a starter every night.
Yeah, well, I'm not even that type of guy to want all the attention and that type of stuff. I really just want to go out there and make plays and continue to contribute on offense so I stay in the rotation. That's one of my biggest, goals this season. I have my own goals that I want to achieve, and it's not to get attention.
Well, be careful, because when you start making plays and make more and more of them, then you'll get all the attention. I just want to warn you of that. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are some of those goals?
I just want to, go out there and not be a liability on offense. I want to be an option on offense. If it's not going my way on the offense end, I always got to do what I've been doing. Playing defense, making plays on that end, and stuff like that.
Well, Dakarai, listen, I hope to have you back on the show many more times and look forward to seeing you playing again tomorrow. And one more time, why don't you give yourself a little plug there on that really cool Twitter handle you've got?
All right, guys, follow me at illest_legend. I keep it cracking.
Yeah, at illest_legend. See, once you make that mistake in junior high school, man, you're screwed. You know.
What do you mean?
Yeah, man.
You're talking about it.
In public, it's just, all right, I just got to keep it.
Yeah, you got to keep it.
Yeah.
At illest_legend. All right, Ill, we'll see you down there tomorrow.
All right, thanks.
Just be Ill.
Later.